close to a start. And they're off. From the inside, Snoopy flies out of there first. On the outside, here comes the Gray Ghost. Hip, hip, hooray! And Hip, hip, hooray's got a lead of a half a length. On the inside, right with that one is Snoopy. Sweet Sensation is up close in third as they turn for home. And now getting the lead, there goes Sweet Sensation. And Rosie Napravnik, quarter mile out. Now is drifting out. Speaking of drifting out, Hip Hip Hooray is doing the same thing. Right there as well, Snoopy's been in the mix from the outset. Then it's 5 lengths back to Stanley in fourth. And coming up the inside is Angel in Disguise. Inside the last eighth of the mile, we got a showdown here at about 11 o'clock. It's high noon. It's Sweet Sensation now edging away. On the inside, Hip Hip Hooray. But the top Hip Hip Hooray is going to go to Sweet Sensation and Rosie Napravnik, a twinkling star on a cloudy day. And will cruise under the line, a 4-length winner, followed by Hip Hip Hooray. Then we got Angel in Disguise, Snoopy, Stanley, Ace of Spades, Rockridge, Mary Clark, way back to Mr. Red, and Lady Ashley. A job well done by all riders and horses. The winner is for Sweet Sensation and Rosie Napravnik. By Lilith Boucher. Rider was Remy Winnitz, and the trainer was Lilith Boucher. Hello. Had a false start. And a starter Teeter looking him over. And they're off. This time it's an excellent beginning. Garfield picking up where he left off, is on a big lead. And is running like a wild horse out there. Kelly Dodds, Garfield right now like a tiger out on the lead. 8 lengths turning for home. Garfield out in the middle of the course, holding the lead to 8 lengths. In second is Dapple Brown, as they got a quarter of a mile to go. Garfield on still a big lead. Dapple Brown is second. On the outside, here comes the other gray. Captain Nemo taking over second. Then it's another 4-length separation to all that jazz. And in last, Summer Bounty. They're coming to the final eighth of the mile, and Garfield right now finishing up what he started. On the outside, Captain Nemo is chasing, but the boss right now remains Garfield and Kelly Dodds getting tired. On the outside, Captain Nemo is coming, won't make it. Garfield and Kelly Dodds go wire to wire. Second, Captain Nemo. Third, closing nicely was All That Jazz. Fourth, Dapple Brown, and back in fifth, Summer Bounty. Feldman. Fourth was 3, Dapple Brown, Ryan Strider. And fifth, 2, Summer Bounty and Elspeth Kirsch. Who's he?
He's the field manager at the base.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's ready to go. And they're off. Some faster than others. On the inside, there goes Jay flying out of there, leading it 2.5 lengths. Up in the second is Pepsi. That's the name of the horse, not a promotion. On the inside, Downhill Runner is holding to third. Then a breaker some 4 lengths to Ruffle the Road in fourth. Then we got another 4 length separation in fifth to Money Making Mick as they go around the turn. Then there's a 5 length separation to Rascal. Surf Dancer's in the back as well. In the meantime, Jay has been up on top right now. We're in the blue, leading at 3.5 lengths. Trying to make a race of it in second is Downhill Runner and is getting to the leader in the final quarter mile. And it is Jay and Arabella Knox trying to finish up what she started. And still got Jay in full flight. Steals a peek behind to check out the competition. There was a confident look as Jay is moving like a winner. In second is Downhill Runner on the outside, Ruffle the Road, but it's it, and that's that. Jay's going to win this one with something left. Making about 4 at the finish. Second, Ruffle the Road. In behind, Downhill Runner, Spicy Bullet, Money Making Mick, Pepsi, Rascal, Surf Dancer, and Farrah Prairie. And not to be sold short, Spicy Bullet is finishing up now. The winner was 1J with Arabella Knox, owned by Ann Stewart, and the trainer was Arabella Knox. Second, 5, Ruffle the Road with Remy Winnitz. Third, 4, Downhill Runner and Kelly Dodds. 154 official. I'm sorry. I'm ready for a start. And they're off. A little bit of a slow beginning for Let It Be Run, giving the other 3 and 8 length head start. It's Farrah's and Millman drawing first blood on the lead a couple. Kramer versus Remington Steele for second and third, and Let It Be Run still ambling in the back in the long run up the Fair Hill backstretch. Out on the lead, Farrah's Moment, thinking wire to wire. Other thoughts in second is Kramer. Then we got another couple lengths back to Remington Steele. Let It Be Run still playing catch up. Catch up indeed is beginning to make a move at the inside. Heading into the far bend, it's Farrah's Moment spearheading the field. Closest in pursuit is Kramer. Let It Be Run has made it up into third, and Remington Steele is fourth. They continue around the bend. And Farrah's Moment continuing to do good things on the lead and get his big-time breathing room. And snapped the well of Kramer in second. On the outside, Let It Be Run didn't start out too well, but is finishing up great. Coming down in the last quarter mile. On the lead, it's Farrah's Moment holding to the lead a length and a half. In second, moving to the inside, is Kramer showing new life. Let It Be Run bid has stalled. And it's way back to Remington Steele, final 16th. Up against the nose, Farrah's Moment rose to the occasion. Farrah's Moment got things under control. Farrah's Moment and Jasna Pravnik gonna take this one coast to coast. Kramer a strong second, third, Let It Be Run, and fourth goes to Remington Steele.
Was everything okay on the start? Yeah, I thought everything went well. Great, thanks very much. Up against the nose, Farrah's Moment rose to the occasion.
Gotcha, thanks.
Stretching out. Flag is down and they're off. A shaky beginning for 8, Rajo Kaur. Everybody else came out all grouped. Going on with the 3-year-old filly, Safe Harbor, throwing her head in the air right now and falling back. So to take the initiative is Bissa Valence. And Bissa Valence will solidify the lead, moving by the Farrell stands the first time. Here comes Burn, Baby Burn on the outside at the fence, ladies tee. Now here comes Rajo Kaur, made up some distance. On the inside, Ask Don. Then we got 2 lengths to your key, Sir. And ensconced in last, the little lady of the group, Safe Harbor. They worked their way around the first bend in the road, and it is Ladies T shooting up the fence and got breathing room to the tune of 3.5 lengths. Bissa Valence, the Chilean bred, is alone in second. Eston holds the fence in third. Burn, Baby Burn on the outside now to take third. And we move back another 4 lengths to your key, Sir. Then it's another 2 back to Rajo Kaur, and yet to offer up Safe Harbor. Halfway up the back stretch, leader of the pack is Ladies T in full swing, leading at 2.5 lengths. On the outside, now trying to raise some of the gap is Burn, Baby Burn. Hooked up on the inside with Bissa Valence as they move into the turn. Caught out on the high road is Rajo Kaur trying to make a run for it. In behind the walls, Ask Don as they move way around the turn. Your key star is falling back. And Safe Harbor's been out, kicked throughout. They move around the final turn, slipping to the inside. A sharp move is Ask Don, and Ask Don is up to challenge the lead. Burn, Baby Burn on the outside is alongside. Here comes Rajo Kaur doing good things on the extreme outside. And the final quarter of a mile is up for grabs indeed. Ask Don right now is fanning the embers of hope. Rajo Kaur on the outside is now rested the lead. Burn, Baby Burn is third. Looking for a way through is Bissa Valence. Holding on to the lead narrowly is Rajo Kaur. Bissa Valence drops to the inside. In between them, Ask Don. Rajo Kaur hanging tough. Ask Don, Bissa Valence. Rajo Kaur will get the call. And the high side from Carl O'Callahan. It's tied for second with Bissa Valence and Ask Don. start. The battle-scarred veteran George Phillips, next year will be a teenager, comes out on top on the outside. Here comes King Ruff to make things rough on George Phillips, who passes the baton over to King Ruff, and King Ruff will set the pace. George Phillips wrangle back in second. 7 lengths over, soaring over Seattle, holds the third. Beyond the River is fourth, and Stage Radiance, nobody in any particular hurry. Antique is just ambling along. Another 5 lengths back to Yellow Road, and Crabtown completes the 8th. Around the clubhouse turn, and it's King Ruff. A free spirit on the lead, out on the lead, better than a half a dozen. George Phillips alone in second. Some 10 lengths ahead of soaring over Seattle. On the outside, Neon River holding on to fourth. Then it's Stage Radiance. Antique right now still tugging away at the bit. Got plenty of time to make up ground. So does everybody else. Yellow Road. And completing the bunch remains Crabtown. Continuing up the back stretch. Out on the lead, it's King Ruff trying to steal it. 5 lengths up. George Phillips now a dozen lengths for second. On the inside, soaring over Seattle has no answers at this point. Neon River. Antique is beginning to rev up from 6th. Stage Radiance still holds on to 5th. Then it's better than 15 lengths back to Yellow Road. And at the end, and Humboldt, Crabtown. Around the final turn, and King Ruff continues to open up and is powering away. So far, it's just on a public workout. King Ruff leads us 1 by 10. In second, George Phillips by 15 lengths. As they come for home, all of a sudden, King Ruff's getting a little bit leg weary. And the lead is evaporating with each and every stride, and they are coming in mass. Here comes 12-year-old George Phillips to rest the lead. Then it's about a 6-length gap getting on track now, soaring over Seattle. It's George Phillips holding on to the lead. On the outside, soaring over Seattle, trying to make a race of it. George Phillips, but here comes soaring over Seattle like a shot. And soaring over Seattle goes from 0 to hero. The king here is soaring over Seattle, going away. Going to be tied for second. It looked like Antique got up for second in the last jump over George Phillips. Andy, 3 times hit the wire.
3 times through the wire.
Yeah, he's down and off. They'll hit the finish line 3 times. They'll come away in good order. Going over the first jump, Northern Pass will get the first call. Out on the lead 3, Holohan is second. And we come back. Right on the inside in third is Danny's Crown. Next one going to be fencing is Maple in fourth. Everybody just gliding over. And showing the way is Northern Pass, carrying 144 pounds of Toby Edwards on by the stands. 2 laps to go. Holohan is second, Big Distance Danny Crown to third. Maple is in fourth. Then Saving Ground is the crest of the wave, the Emerald Isle bred. And we come back on a length to King's Justice. On that one's outside. And a bottled up, the only mare Cattegat, followed by Rousier, the Argentinian bred. And finally, Raleigh Gin. Up the back stretch, living large. From the outset, Northern Task in front by a bundle. In second is Holohan. Then there's got to be 20 lengths in third to Maple, but there's no sense of urgency. Plenty of time to go. Danny's Crown is in fourth. Fifth is held by the crest of the wave. Then we got the team of King's Justice and Cattegat On the outside, Rosier. And virtually out past the current of the course. In last, and remaining there in Raleigh Gin. Everybody going over in good order. In the meanwhile, writing his own story and been there from the outset and holding the lead from Bennett about 10 to 15 lengths is Northern Task, thinking wire to wire. In second, Holohan. Then it's 2 lengths ahead of Maples, made up a clear third. 5 lengths over Danny's Crown in fourth. Crest of the Wave still going rather easily in fifth. Then the entry is next, Cattegat and King's Justice. Nothing much happening in the back with Rosier. And still holding on the last, Raleigh Gin. And down the stretch they come for the second time. They're heading into the bell lap. And it's going to be Northern Task. Been showing away, been a distant memory from the rest. And it's just galloping along with better than 15 lengths to play with. In second remains Holohan. Now things are getting a little bit tighter in the middle of the pack. Crest of the Wave is beginning to advance. So is Maple on the outside. And on the inside, Danny's Crown still going well with it himself. King's Justice, Cattegat. On the outside, Raleigh Gin is now showing signs of life. And Rosier is last. And they're going to go one more time around. Crunch time about to begin. And it's Northern Task continuing to put on a clinic and leads it better than 15 lengths. Maple is in second. Third, Holohan. Fourth, Crest of the Wave. Danny's Crown inside. Then comes King's Justice. Cattegat is there. Wide Raleigh Gin. Rosier down the back stretch, the final time. And this is unbelievable. 25 lengths up is Northern Task. Trying to spring a huge surprise. In second is Maple. Then comes another 3 to Holohan. Crest of the Wave is beginning to wind up in fourth. And now here comes Raleigh Gin, who's come a long way. Cattegat is on the move on the inside. And comes King's Justice. Another length and a half, Danny's Crown. And in last, Rosier. They're finishing up the run down the back stretch. And it's so far Northern Task in a world of his own. Still 20 lengths up. Fall on in second is Maple, and the distance between second and third is now up to 8 lengths. Crest of the Wave, Raleigh Gin is taken fourth. Making it toward the inside is Cattegat, followed by a fading Holohan. On the outside, Rosier now feeling better. Then comes King's Justice, and virtually being pulled up, and it is Danny's Crown. Danny's Crown pulled up around the final turn, and Northern Task, and nobody's been within an inhaling distance from out, and leads it by about 3 blocks. In second is Maple, then is Crest of the Wave on the outside, Raleigh Gin. They're coming down the lane, and this is it. And it's Northern Task, still well in the clear. In second is Maple, Cattegat on the inside, Crest of the Wave. And all of a sudden, Northern Task right now is racing on fumes and is hitting a brick wall. Northern Task lead on his live is down to 3. We have a horse going down in the back. Raleigh's Gin has gone down. Raleigh's Gin is down. They come over to the fence, and on the outside, Maple arrests the lead. On the inside, Northern Task, another 8 lengths, the Crest of the Wave. And coming down to the finish, a widening winner, it's Maple. Second, Northern Task, and third, Crest of the Wave. By us twice. The second time will be the finish. Flag is down, and they're off. First one to come out of there is Oscar Max coming over the first fence. 16 in all. And they're coming toward us. Out on the lead early is Gallon Pilot. Gallon Pilot sailing along in front by about 15 already. Over the second fence, everybody pretty much in good shape, light going. Just a chess game early. And coming toward us, and about to do some disappearing momentarily. The Gallon Pilot. And now they are disappearing. Up in second is the Pals Dancer, I can tell you that much. Now they disappear. We can't blame that on El Nino. So they'll be back up momentarily. As we think and wait. And I see, okay. Out on a large lead is Gallon Pilot, all by his lonesome, must be in front by 40 lengths at this point. Up in the second is the Pals Dancer. Then up close to the right, that one is Oscar Max in third. Another 5-length separation. That one's inside is Halo's Magic, another couple lengths back to Cartel Conquest. And at the back of the pack, B.I.'s Brass. Well, that's the way it is. They're in the infield. This doesn't count the second time around well. And right now, looks like a rout. It's on, and Gallon Pilot right now hits the course, probably in front by about 60 lengths. And it is Gallon Pilot right now in front by half a mile. In second, ambling along is Oscar Max, another couple lengths back to the Pals Dancer in third. Then we come back another half a length back. Racing at the inside and saving some ground is Striking North. Another couple lengths, B.I.'s Brass. On the inside is Gold Coit. Everybody over in good order. 336 is next. Then on the inside, Lonesome Jubilee, followed by teammate Halo Magic, B.I.'s Brass, and at the end, Cartel Conquest. Right now, two different stories going on here. Right now in front by, oh boy, you need a couple tape measures to get this done. This is probably about 70 lengths. Gallon Pilot right now is full throttle. Trying to make it a 3-digit lead. In second is Oscar Max on the outside in third. And trying to close it up is the Pals Dancer, but who isn't trying to close it up? Then comes Striking North in fourth. On the inside, showing a little bit more life. But no one's really made any headway because it's just been a rout throughout as Gold Coit. Around the far turn, but only the one in the final turn is Gallon Pilot in front by about 100, literally. In second is Oscar Max. In third is the Pals Dancer. No let up in sight at this point. This is very humbling. In fourth is Striking North. Make the way around the turn. They're coming at us. At least Gallon Pilot is right now, and is flying high. Gallon Pilot is still in front by, it's got to be 80 lengths. Now they're beginning to make up a little ground. It's down to 75. In second is Oscar Max. Now the movers and the shakers are beginning to roll in the back. And I'm telling you, this thing is not over by a long shot. The leader remains Gallon Pilot right now. Going to come over the next fence, but the leader's window is probably down to 40. Making a run in second, Oscar Max. On the outside of that one is the Pals Dancer. Then it's about a 3-length separation. On the inside of Gold Coit. I'm telling you, this lead is evaporating with each and every stride. It's going to disappear right now. Going to leave us in front by about 30. In second is Oscar Max, and it's only a guess how much he's going to be in front by the time they reappear. So with a little patience, I see there's still a red head cap in front, so it still is Gallon Pilot. And in second, Oscar Max, 3 lengths to Pals Dancer. On the inside, Gallon Pilot. Everybody's still jumping okay. Then striking north on the outside, beginning to put something together. As they work their way around the turn, Bo Coit is in that pack as well. In the meantime, it's Gallant Pilot in been out throughout, flying high, hasn't been grounded yet, and the pilot has been off the radar screen throughout, takes the next fence, and this is it for the finish. Gallant Pilot in front by 10 diminishing lengths, and this horse is getting a big case of the staggers. Gallant Pilot right now, the wings are coming off, and is stopping. Here comes a big move, Sam Sullivan on the outside, and right now Gallant Pilot is out of gas. Sam Sullivan's going to steamroll right by him. Then on the outside, closing in. Yeah, in a closer second is striking north. Sam Sullivan striking north. Sam Sullivan north. Sam Sullivan striking north. Sam Sullivan, yes! Second striking north, staggering in for third. Gallant Pilot. Play is down and they're off. Although the riders are jockeying for position. Coming out is Rambling Caveat, Special Ham on the outside, the inside. Now swerving a little with Sky Buster, everybody fencing well. Things are getting a little bit cramped on the front. And it is Rambling Caveat in front by inches. Special Hum on the inside that one, Sky Buster. Now going up as well is Log Buster. Had a check off the heels of Sky Buster. And in and amongst them is Woody Creek with nowhere to go. And followed at the inside by Golden Orb, shadowed by Stocks and Bonds and Aggro Crag. They making the first bend in the road, and they take the slant to the backside, and it is Special Hum sneaking through to grab the lead. In second is Sky Buster, now bottled up Log Buster. Has had some traffic problems throughout. Woody Creek is making a nice move from between them while tugging away at the bit. Shuffle back to fifth is Rambling Caveat, and we got Golden Orb into Stocks and Bonds, and it's constant last Aggro Crag. They continue up the back stretch. At the fence, jumping in tandem. And it's Sky Buster right now coming away with a little bit better than Special Hum on the outside. And comes a pair to Woody Creek in third. On the inside, Log Buster finally has some clear sailing. Golden Orb in no particular hurry. Followed by Rambling Caveat. Another couple of lengths. And the next to last is Stocks and Bonds. And remaining quiet. In the back of the pack. And been there last throughout is Golden Orb. Heading into the turn. Out on the lead. Sky Buster leading at a length and a half. Keeping a close watch, Special Hum in second. And in third is Log Buster. Couple more lengths to Woody Creek in fourth. As they come over to the next fence. Gonna take it first is Special Hum. Delivering on the lead. Now back for more. At Sky Buster reclaiming the lead. Right there, Log Buster, a couple Busters chasing Special Hum as they go over to the next fence. So many more questions and answers. Out on the lead. It's Sky Buster drifting out a little. Gonna take the next fence Free and clear, Special Harmony outside. And over the inside is Log Buster. And to come right back into it is a Rambling Caveat. Way to the inside is Woody Creek looking for a place to go. All dressed up and nowhere to go. One lap to go. And the bell sounds and here we go. It's Sky Buster out on the lead of a length. Right at the inside, Log Buster. The Busters are 1-2 around the turn. Shovel back to third is Special Ham. Things beginning to pick up. Woody Creek at the inside. And comes Rambling Caveat, has been all over the place. And Stocks and Bonds now beginning to get into it, but is blocked behind a Wall Street. Then it's a half length back to Agro Crag. And now Golden Orb is given the word. Down the back stretch, the final time. Tempo is noticeably quickened with Sky Buster on the lead. The other Buster, Log Buster, is giving him all he can handle. 3 lengths, Woody Creek is in third. On the inside, Stocks and Bonds taking steps in the right direction. Rambling Caveat is on the high road. Now Special Ham is beginning to show signs of weakness. On the inside, Golden Orb. And on the outside, Agro Crag. And moving into the last turn. And it is Sky Buster. Every time Log Buster takes a run at him, opens up a little bit more. They're into the turn. Buster's a 1-2. Sky and Log will take that jump 1-2 around the turn. Woody Creek coming back for more in third. Rambling Caveat spinning all over the place. And on the inside, Stocks and Bonds right now. Looks like Wall Street's closed. On the outside, up into sixth is Agro Crag. Around the turn they go. And the little remains. Sky Buster has handled everything thrown at him, leading at a length and a half. On the inside, Log Buster trying to get by him, has it. Here comes a major danger. Woody Creek is working in the wings. Agro Crag is coming on 3 lengths behind. Over the next fence, out on the lead. It's Will over the rest. Sky Buster leads at a length. Voss is going first, third, so is Kaiser in the hat trick, and they're in good shape. Log Buster can't get by him. Woody Creek can't make it. It's Sky Buster, there's no quitting him. Kaiser has put the whip away and put them all away. It's Sky Buster cruising home. Second, Log Buster, and third, Woody Creek. And up in the Valentine Novice Stakes. On the outside, Commander's Palace hits the beat right off the bat. Heard from between them is Uncle Albie. Then the green-shaded De Laurentiis. Everybody fencing early, fencing nicely. On the outside, De Laurentiis. Combated with Uncle Albie in between them. Up the inside, here comes Earn My Keep, and now Flavor Speed, and Earn My Keep is exchanging glances with Uncle Albie. Rating in third is De Laurentiis. On the inside, Moshe. And wide the Commander's Palace. Up from between rivals, Pepper Ridge is absolutely nowhere to go. Got to be careful here. Neruda is at the inside. Then on the outside, have you seen John? And John is ninth. At the inside, Rarity Bay. Then caught out wide, Ivory's Pleasure. And shuffled to last, Melissa's Quickie. Everybody in contention as they head up the back stretch for the first time. And it's Uncle Albie right now, holding his relatives at bay. On the outside, De Laurentiis is creeping closer in second, followed by Earn My Keep in a closer third. Ryder has to stand up on Moishe with nowhere to go. And continuing to progress while wide is Ivory's Pleasure. took a little bob out that fence was Have You Seen John, and John is now next to last. In the meantime, they're heading over to the next fence. Ivy's Pleasure's going to encounter it first. Glides over, leading it at 3 lengths. And a clear second is Uncle Albie. A logjam for third. Earn Might Keep Malley in the third. De Laurentiis is alongside as they head into the turn. Right there as well as Neruda, who's strung out 3 wide as they move into the bend. De Laurentiis still holding on to third. Taking fourth now is Commander's Palace. Back to fifth is Earn Might Keep. And Moshe right now has been in serious traffic from the outset as they work their way around. Pepperoni just caught out 3 wide as they come toward us and head into the final lap. They're coming down the lane, one more time to go. Ivory's Pleasure is giving up on the inside. The lead on the outside. Now taking over is Uncle Albie, and Uncle Albie's got a nose in front. Ivory's Pleasure Star stays in the matter, and those two continue to square off. This pretty much looks like the first time around. On the inside, De Laurentiis biding time in third. And between them is Moshe. On the outside is Commander's Palace. 1 lap to go in the miles. Valentine Novice Stakes. Earn Might Keep is there. Coming back for more. Have You Seen John? Neruda's on the inside. Followed by Rarity Bay. Melissa's Quickie. And in the basement remains Pepper Ridge. In the penthouse, they're still in a tug-of-war for the lead. Something's got to give. Ivory's Pleasure, half an inch. On the outside, Uncle Albie, and those two are beginning to roll. And De Laurentiis now making a watchful eye in third on the outside. Commander's Palace on the inside, Moshe. Crunch time has begun. Earn Might Keep at the inside. Now making a move while wide is Have You Seen John? As they head up the back stretch for the final time. On the inside, Melissa's Quickie now showing some spark, followed by Rarity Day. And moving into the turn, Ivory's Pleasure, the numero uno from the outset. The lead is a half a dozen. Now De Laurentiis beginning to make a move in second. Uncle Albie is faltering. Now the rider gets a little bit busy on that one. His puncher at the inside, Melissa's Quickie's made a real sharp move at the inside. Is going to be second by the time they hit the next fence. And it is Ivory's Pleasure continuing to spearhead the field, but now losing the lead and getting out and taking over Melissa's Quickie. It is 7 points for Melissa's Quickie right now, jumping the lead at 3 lengths. Uncle Albie now leading the chase in second. And trying to come through on the inside is Moshe. They're into the stretch for the final time. Taking the fence is going to be Melissa's Quickie. With a sharp ride, leading 2.5 lengths. Moshe with the Argentine right behind. He's after a clear shot in second. Uncle Albie is in third. Come on as well as Neruda. We got a nail behind there as they come down the lane. Leading to the left and a half is Melissa's Quickie. Greek Julep will be the first one out of the pack. Here comes a flavor speed from Quail Rouge Sub. Bearing out and going for the lead. It's now Northern Pursuit. Northern Pursuit right now should hook a sharp right. And now it's on to the lead. It's a little bit rank as they go over the initial fence. In second is Greek Julep. Facing in between them, Quail Rouge Sub. Right outside of that one is Dr. C. Now we come another 3 lengths back to Panama J. In behind that one is Fresh Combatant at the inside Panama J. And backflip will be content to sit 20 lengths from a free-spirited Northern Pursuit. Who's now 10-length lead has made about 15 with a full head of steam. The rider trying to calm him down. It is Northern Pursuit right now. Very spirited. Going over that fence and taking an 8-length lead with him. Greek Julep has bridged the gap in second. There's some 8 lengths back to Quail Rouge Sub in third. On the outside, Dr. C operating in fourth. Then it's 2.5 to Spicy Mo, the lone mare. Up from between them is Panama J beginning to surface with a threat. And we got Fresh Combatant, and in no particular hurry, backflip in the back of the pack. And it is Northern Pursuit right now, continuing to fight the riders, really bearing out, is very close to the outside fence. In second is Greek Julep, then another 8-length separation. Quail Rouge Sub holds to third. Outside Dr. C on pole in fourth. Panama J continues to pick it up in fifth. On the outside of that one is Fresh Combatant. Then we move on to 4 lengths back to Spicy Mo. Nothing yet from backflip. Around the turn they go. And we got a new leader. The name is Greek Julep, the gray of the race. Outside of rank, Northern Pursuit is in second. Right there as well. And continuing to roll is Fresh Combatant as they head over to the next fence. And now here comes Dr. C on the outside. And Dr. C is up with Greek Julep. Also right there, Fresh Combatant, things have totally changed. Northern Pursuit right now is fighting himself and is falling back. Right there up with the program is Quail Rouge Sub. Oh, they come by us one more time around. And it is Dr. C operating, leading at a half an inch. On the inside, Greek Julep holding to the inside. Right there, Fresh Combatant is third. Panama J is in fourth. Then comes Quail Rouge Sub. Backflip. Spicy Mo, Northern Pursuit has been his own worst enemy throughout. Hey, moving into the turn. And it is Greek Julep matched up on the outside with Dr. C. They race is one. 4 lengths over Fresh Combatant in third. Panama J in a spot in fourth. Then it's 2 lengths back to Quail Rouge Sub in fifth. Inside of that one is backflip, another 3 back to Northern Pursuit. And Spicy Mo. 4 pairs up the back stretch and bobbling badly there was Panama J. Almost lost the rider. Panama J took a bad jump on that one. As they go over to the next fence, still teamed up. 2 different colors, same dimension. It's Greek Julep, Dr. C continuing to go at it in a heavy speed duel. Not a battle, it's a war. And it's 4 lengths back in third to Fresh Combatant. And leading the course is Northern Pursuit. Northern Pursuit has left the course, and so has Spicy Mo. Northern Pursuit, Spicy Mo are out of it. And now it must be ease, and virtually is Quail Rouge Sub. Quail Rouge Sub is eased. Okay, it's Greek Julep ahead. Dr. C, it's been a match race for a long time. Can Fresh Combatant make a move on them? Panama J has never really recovered from that bad jump, and it's about a 7-length separation. Backflip. Yeah, coming into the stretch, and the grudge match continues. On the outside, the Doctor still on call. Dr. C outside Greek Julep, Fresh Combatant. They're coming down to the next fence, and it's Greek Julep. Rider steals a peek. The pack, you better look alongside. As Dr. C is still glued right to him. Fresh Combatant is there. Panama J is a distant fourth. Coming down the lane. 2 of them in battle. Only one of them can win it. Greek Julep leads it. On the outside, Dr. C coming back for more. It's Dr. C getting out. On the inside, Greek Julep. Greek Julep hanging on. Dr. C coming back for more. What a battle this is. It's Greek Julep. Dr. C. Holy smokes, who is it? Oh, that's close. It could be Dr. C by an inch, but it's very tight with Greek Julep in a fight to the